we live in a very interesting, like right now we live in a very interesting time. Because, I went, you and I have talked about stocks a lot, and you know my stance on this. I went ahead and started an Instagram page and a Twitter account called Vlad Stocks.
Right, and I heard about that, and then somebody actually I saw a comment where somebody was like, "Bravo for doing that." Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, here's the thing, and there's a disclaimer at the top of it where I say, listen, I am not a financial advisor.
Right.
So whatever I tell you, you need to go and do your own research. Don't do anything that I say. But I'm not trying to sell anything. I don't profit from what you buy or sell. I don't charge for my services.
I just want to share my experience with you.
Yes, with my community. Because at the end of the day, the hip hop community is my community.
Right.
So
if I can help educate you on this area where y'all might have a lack of education, this is my donation.
Right. And whatever you guys do with it, it's up to y'all. And it's interesting because now I'm having rappers call me up. I don't want to put any names out because these are personal phone calls, but they call me up and say, hey, I don't know anything about this. What should I do? You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, first of all, it takes time. Do it yourself. Make sure dudes, because people don't rob from you. Because, a lot of people are like, well, there's this dude who's a multimillionaire, he made all his money off penny stocks, and he has a $2,500 system with these DVDs, but some of his students are millionaires and so forth. And I'm like, listen, first of all, anyone who's claiming to be an investor, but they're selling a $2,500 package, their business is probably selling that $2,500 package. It's not investing.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. And number two, if you're talking about penny stocks, you're talking about garbage companies. If you've ever seen Wolf of Wall Street, remember when he got, let go? He started doing penny stocks and started selling bullshit. Mm-hmm. These companies don't have any type of regulation. It could go from $1
more
to
risky. Granted, there are ways to get money out of penny stocks, but it's not as it's not like the regular shit. And
it's not investing, it's gambling.
Yeah,
if you want to gamble, go ahead. Mm-hmm. And then now the biggest thing in the investment world is what?
Bitcoin, Litecoin.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We just put up a story today where this high-end Miami residence was sold for 33 Bitcoins. Or no, 12 Bitcoins.
Mm.
And will Bitcoins, make you money in the long run or short run? Possibly. I don't know. I don't know the future. Nobody knows the future. Are they an investment the same way investing in Nike or Google or Amazon is an investment? No, because those are companies that make money. They generate money every single day.
But here's the thing, though. See, the money that's being generated right now by those companies in a few years, it's all conceptual. It's all conceptual money. This is not real fucking money. So Bitcoin and all of this type of shit is trying to get enough people to buy into the concept that we've already bought into with this other money over here. You see what I'm saying? They're just trying to introduce a new concept to buy into. But what we have now in our pockets is a fucking concept. So don't act like it's these companies are making real money. None of it is real money. It's just these companies make the type of money that is more accepted by everybody else, and you can get more goods and services traded for it than this other thing. And until this other concept has enough goods and services that can be exchanged for it, you see? Because for a while, when I first got down with Mac, right? I was an early adapter to the whole Mac computer system. Mm-hmm. At that time, everything was dedicated to Microsoft. and like Microsoft programs, and there'll be certain shit that you want to download, you can't get it because they only make it for Microsoft. So that's kind of how it is with regular money right now. Bitcoins could be the Mac though. Mac was shitted on. Nobody was making shit for Mac. Now look where Mac is today. Mac is, come on, that's the shit. Everybody's making shit for Mac right now. So if they can get it up to that type of level and to that type of goods and services, and also if you can be one of the early adapters that was smart enough to get in on a Mac early and see the shift, this is what people, you see, this is the risk. This is we rolling the dice, baby.
Right. Well, people are actually taking out mortgages to buy Bitcoins now. We did an article about that. People are gambling.
So it's gaining traction.
It is. It is gaining traction. And like I said, I would never tell anyone that they
not
can't
to do
double
it
or triple their money. But my thing is this, and this is what's important in what I do, because it's not so much about making money, but it's about preserving your money.
Right. Keeping
capital preservation. And I've said this publicly on 3 different points in my life, and these points were many, many years apart. I have given a big chunk of my savings to somebody because they claimed that they could flip their money. They could flip my money. At one point, it was drugs. At one point, it was real estate. At another point, it was stocks. But it was someone who I thought I was close to, that I could trust, that I gave them a big chunk of money and saw nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, it was before I started making real money. When I look at those amounts, it's annoying, but it's not a big deal anymore. Once I started making real money, I said, I'm going to take it into my own hands. I'm going to invest the money myself, because no one is going to pay attention and
to your
take care of your shit like you will. Mm-hmm. Not a financial advisor, not the guy with the stock tip, not the Bitcoin expert, not nobody, not the real estate tycoon, that's in your family, nobody. You need to pay attention to your own finances. I look at my stock portfolio every single day. I manage my own money. I don't have a financial advisor, and I do my own shit, and that was by far the very best move that I've ever made in my entire life. And in terms of, people charging you these $2,500 fees in order to, show you this system, I learned from 3 books, and none of those books cost more than $20, and they're all available on Amazon. And you can go to Vlad Stocks right now, and you can see those books for free. And if you have any questions, I answer a lot of questions on the site. And I do this simply because, our community needs to be more financially literate. And the one thing that I said that had the biggest reaction, and I got the most, I hope you die and your parents die DMs, was this. I said, rich kids watch their parents invest in stocks. Poor kids watch their parents play the lotto. I feel that the lotto is like a tax for the poor, because most people that use it are poor trying to get some big, huge payday. Mm-hmm. The odds of you winning are so unbelievably small.
It's pie in the sky. It's false hope.
It's false hope. But I know, I remember my ex, she grew up in Sunnydale Projects in San Francisco. Her mom was mentally disabled. She was schizophrenic. But she would buy lottery tickets religiously. And, one day I'm going to get my blessings. And, and she spent all her, her disability and welfare checks on these lottery tickets, lived in squalor, didn't have very much, but she would buy those lottery tickets over and over and over again. And, you grow up in this type of environment and you see this is what your parents are doing, you're probably going to end up like your parents. Most people end up in the same financial state that their parents were in. There's always breakout stars. There's always people that do worse. But in general, you're going to end up kind of like your parents. And if this is the environment that you're growing up into, where you think stocks are just for rich people and, lottery tickets, because you had an uncle who won 100,000, you know what I'm saying? But what I said was this. Right now, at the time that this video comes out, you can buy 4 shares of Nike for the cost of a pair of Jordans. Think about that.
Right.
So if you say that I ain't got no money to invest, but you got a closet full of Jordans,
right? Then you're full of shit.
You're full of shit. You're full of shit. So go to Vlad Stocks on Instagram or Twitter. I share my thoughts on there. Like I said, there's no services that are sold. There's no, there's no, underlying thing.
Right.
It's just a way for me to give back to the community. And, I think it's dope. And the reaction, like it's the growth of these Instagram pages are actually faster than Vlad TV right now.
Nah,
It's
that's
kind of
good.
crazy.
That's good. Good for you, man. Matter of fact, send me the shit so I can follow you.
Yeah, that's what it is. Lord Jamar, man, always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, peace.
Peace.